So last night there was a blog TV event where Shayra was hosting, and Brian J. 1962 was there, Bionic Dance was there, Happy Cabby was there, Dark Matter 2525 was there, and I was there for parts of it. And when Bionic Dance and Shayra and Brian J. 1962 were all talking, I was pretty silent, just happy that everyone was talking again, and no one was blocked or being shut out, and it was very productive time as far as fun. Everybody loves having fun, but I still felt like talking about the issue of what I'm going to call battle lines, but I don't really feel like calling anyone a bad person for where they're drawing their battle lines or groupings of people. This is just going to be like a silly video, an exercise in reductio ad absurdum. So, the initial argument between Bionic Dance and Brian J. came when Bionic Dance said that people who are using agnosticism as an excuse to not declare themselves atheist or theist, when her definition has a binary set of atheist and theist, those people are wussy fence sitters. And when she uses her binary definition like that, I have no problem personally being called an atheist by that definition, because I do come from the same background of thought as Brian J., but I don't have any emotional attachments or any other qualms about being grouped like that, except for every time I get grouped by anyone like that, I like to think about, well, what are their motives for drawing battle lines there? And the Bionic Dance has told us what her motives are. It's that theists encroach upon our lives, and they make a lot of laws about us, that put, restrictions on us that shouldn't be there. They oppress us, and we need to band together in order to fight this oppression. Now, here's where my problem about this battle line being drawn here is. I live in America, and maybe 4%, give or take 2%, of us are open atheists, and another 1 or 2% are agnostics, or I don't know, give or take 1 or 2%. At max, we've got around 8 or 9% right now. And about 80% of this country is Christian. About 90% of the U.S. is theist. So when you draw your battle lines as you're either a theist or an atheist, we're about less than 1/10 in this country. So we can't really afford to draw our battle lines there, because when you look at the theist side, the stupidest and most extreme third of them outnumber us. So why are we excluding the smarter, more moderate 2/3 of them from our battle line? I think it's a lot better to draw a battle line such as, if you really hate oppression of minority groups, be it religions or colors or whatever, ages, sexes. If you hate oppression, come be with us. We're going to go fight the good fight for whoever's oppressed whenever they're oppressed. I like a battle line like that because it puts the extremists and the stupid people in the minority, So, yeah, in a sense, when Bionic Dance says there are people who aren't being honest, I think the biggest problem is that they're hurting themselves with not being honest. Not that they're hurting anyone else because of the demographics of our country. Even with the 1 or 2% of people who might be saying, well, I don't know, don't push me on this issue. I don't want to say because I don't want to look bad. Even if we had those 1 or 2 percent, yeah, we're not getting anywhere with them because the stupid and extreme theists outnumber us still, and maybe as more people come out from being afraid to call themselves atheists, maybe we'll gain in numbers in a couple generations, but I don't see it happening in my lifetime even, that we will outnumber the stupid and the extreme. Another thing about the battle lines that I'm going to talk about here, and this is just silliness, but some of it touches very close to some people's hearts. So just bear in mind that I'm making fun of all of these thoughts. I'm not saying that these thoughts are valid. When I was 7 years old and stuck going to an Assembly of God church because my mother would drag me there, and I wasn't allowed to watch Yogi Bear cartoons because they happened at the same time as our church services. I was told at a very young age that our church was the correct church, and anyone who prayed like us was going to heaven, but atheists, Buddhists, Muslims, Catholics, all of them were going to hell. That's where they drew their battle lines. They called themselves the elect. And to me, it seemed like a binary set definition. If you're not part of our church, then whatever you say is from Satan. It's just confusion from Satan. No matter what logic is used to get through to you, be it, a Muslim trying to convert you to another religion, or an atheist just trying to tell you, you need to drop your religion, and they're not going to give you anything further than that. And they're not pushing anything on you, they're just telling you where you're stupid. Any of that was all Satan. So, I'm sorry if bringing this up brings back memories to some of my deconverted audience, because I know that can be painful, but you can see that this drawing of a battle line, this binary definition, it kind of it emboldens the people who are in your church, but it also separates you from all those other people. And I am drawing a comparison to Bionic Dance's battle line, but bear with me, there's more. In my life, I have encountered, I'll say, a prejudice towards atheism, whereby people don't care what religion you are as long as you have a religion. This is the theist bias, but if you say that you're an atheist, immediately you get looked at as if you are less moral, not trustable, you're less credible. But if you believe in Allah versus atheism, in this country, you are a little bit more credible than an atheist, even to Christians. Atheists, and it's been proven in surveys and polls, atheists are the most hated people in my country. So, this is them drawing the theists drawing that battle line that is the same as Bionic Dance. If you're not a theist, you're an atheist. But what it does is it's putting us in the same box that Bionic Dance is trying to get like 1 or 2% of the people for. in our country and say, hey, be proud. But still, we're less than a tenth of the grouping here, you know. And I feel like the way that Bionic Dance just drew that line, it's boxing us in. It's like they're pushing us into the box, but we're closing the box in on us. It'd be a lot better for us to reach out to people who hate oppression, you know, that are part of the theist camp, because numbers-wise, we just need them. So there's another place that people draw battle lines. In thinking about this, I actually thought, you know, there are people who are Democrats and Republicans, and each of them on each side of the spectrum in our country, they could make an argument to the independents and say, hey, if you're against the retardedness of the other side, you know, you're one of us. So Republicans on this side and Democrats on this side. The Democrats could say to the independents, hey, we need all of these people to fight just these people. And the Republicans can say, hey, we need all of you people here to fight just these people. You know, and it really, when you see people laying down battle lines like that, you really have to just look at their motives. And I think Bionic Dance's motives are great. I just think her battle line is, in that video, it fell a bit short. And I think that she also, in other videos, has better lines drawn that would group more people with us. You know, the moderates, the intellectuals that are in the theist crowd. One actual battle line that pisses me off a lot, you know, because of the arguments that come from it, would be, it comes from the theist camp here, and it says, if you are open to the possibility of God, then you are somewhere on the path towards God. And that the anti-theists, the one that close their minds to the possibility of God, those are the one little evil group. And the way that the theists draw this battle line, it's actually one of the biggest nets to cast, because it would catch me, Brian J. It would catch Bionic Dance in this net, because she said that if she sees evidence for a deity, then she would believe in it. So they cast this really, really wide net, and they say that we're just lost. You know, we're part of the people inside of their group that are just lost, but we're still okay because we're open-minded. We're open to the possibility. And that is the shoehorn that apologists use to try to twist more fallacy into their arguments. You know, you have to keep an open mind to what they're saying, and they'll always say, well, if you don't even look at an argument, then you're closed-minded, you know, and you're not even one of your own group of atheists anymore. You're part of this really small group of people that we're going to call the closed-minded people. And no one likes to be called closed-minded, and so they entertain all sorts of arguments. And that's like a salesman, you know, putting their foot in the door so that you can't slam it shut in their face. And the sales pitch gets strong sometimes. So this was my silly talk about the different battle lines that get drawn, the different groupings that happen. If anyone has anything to say about it, I will answer every comment in the comments down below.